Alright, Dragon Valley. I am probably going to exaggerate the difficulty of this area because I have a lot of bad memories tied to repeating rooms ad nauseum, just trying to make step manipulations work out, but that is not your problem. I am only here to teach you how to reach the summit, defeat the boss, and clear the next plot trigger to continue with the game. So we're going to work our way from the base of the mountain. Outside of step manipulation, I highly recommend setting up the smoke command on Garuf, but encounters will not be a problem for me on the step route. Alright, so your cue to know you have the step route done up to this point is if you don't get any encounters on this room until you reach this door transition, because we can barely clear around them with the cavern here, so that's your tale. And afterwards it's a very comfy step manipulation through Dragon Valley. Only 3 encounters total, which is insane for this area, and nothing tricky. It's nothing we cannot handle after everything you have to perform to reach this point with a step manipulation. Anyway, for this room we want 6 steps, so what I like to do is touch the bottom here, and before entering the cavern I use this left platform to get 4 more steps, and that's 6 total steps across the room, which is what we're looking for. On this room, you want to be careful about this turn, because if you overshoot the tile and go down to this spot, you cannot go to the left. The crevice blocks the path and you have to walk around it. Looks a little silly, but try and be careful with this corner. Don't risk the step route if you can help it. Now back outside with the bridge. Here we are going to touch the wall all the way on the left for some extra steps, 6 total, but there is also an encounter that happens in the middle of that simultaneously, so I'm warning you ahead of time because it's a little hard to use what happens, it's all really quick. So go all the way to the left, get an encounter on this tile with a couple drippies and a bone dragon. We don't want to kill that because first off, the bone dragon is difficult to kill. The drippies are faster than the samurai, so you will get hit before launching Giltos, and it's just a pain overall. No good rewards either. But yeah, after that, touch the wall, get the steps, and then we go to the cave with no encounters. Outside of step manipulation, you might encounter Golem. Your recourse for that guy is just healing up after he slaps you, please, because he's extremely fast. You will not be able to outrun him even if you have a thief on the party with speed boosting gear, so it's just... you just have to use high potions and Phoenix Downs depending on how hard he hits you. Anyway, this cave, we want 8 steps after going down the stairs, so we go back up, touch the wall. That's the addition for the step route we're looking for. And back outside, we take a couple of steps and then go back to the previous room to refresh the danger rate, then take 4 more steps to clear another random encounter, and now we have a lot of steps to work with for this room. You may want to practice moving here because the ledges just get in the way so much. This is just something you acquire, a feel after playing the game a lot. And on this pile of bones we can find a hidden treasure, a bone mail. This is part of the cursed armor set and is critical for the speedrun. It has a really good bonus but a drawback attached to it. That's the quirk of these cursed armors. The bone mail boosts your defense a lot. It's the best defense I can think of in the game, and it also gives you some status immunities, but it also gives the wearer the undead flag, and that means that you have the same quirks as an undead enemy, such as getting hurt by healing techs, you insta-die to revival techs, and if you die in battle, you cannot revive yourself at all until you clear the encounter. So this sounds really bad, but because of these peculiarities, we can use some more specialized strategies with bone mail, so these are actually beneficial for us. It also makes you weaker to the fire element, but that's not very relevant, but don't forget that it's extremely important. And over here we have to fall in this hidden pitfall. There is nothing else in Dragon Valley signaling that there are holes in the ground. I am almost certain that's the only one, but we do have to go into this passage to clear a path outside, and that's a real jerk move that probably gets people a lot on casual gameplay. Anyway, here we want to grab this chest for some money. It's on the way, easy, free, we might as well. And go see the green one last time. We are entering the last cave portion of Dragon Valley. Here we're going to get some treasure first, so we're going to the left. And grab this headgear, the coronet. This is a magical headgear. It was magic by a little bit, and it also doubles the chance of the control command happening, which is more important for the GBA version because you have the control glitch. But here it sells for a stupid amount of money, 35 grand, but we don't want to sell it. You have to keep this until the end of the game because what I like about this headgear is that it's the only headgear that chemists can equip that has a significant sum of equipment weight, so that we can guarantee our turn order later. So you need to save this, don't sell it, as tempting as it is. And on this chest you can find an air blade. It's a katana that has a chance of doing an AoE effect on enemies, so it's not consistent for damage, so like it's not useful to hit ourselves or anything. And it also sells for 1 gil, so it's worthless for shops as well. Now we have zombie dragons. You want to kill a couple zombie dragons across Dragon Valley because they have a guaranteed drop rate for Dragon Fangs. And we need a couple to make the Atomos boss battle go by a lot quicker, so this is why I didn't bother grinding much on the Underground River, because you have to kill zombie dragons for Dragon Fangs anyway, and they provide the experience this route is missing to get to level 15. So don't forget, kill a couple zombie dragons, and that will be good enough for a barrier tower. Here, it's a Tyrannosaur 2.0. This guy is also an undead enemy with no heavy flag, so you can just insta-kill him with Phoenix Downs, and he's also got a lot of health, so I don't recommend killing him with Giltos. But there it is, a Dragon Fang, that's the first one we're looking for. And now we go back outside to clear another random encounter, and we will get the last zombie dragon on this passage right here. Right below the stairs, yeah, on this exact tile. So we're doing good. Same strat, toss of Phoenix Downs, hope it connects. Nothing is guaranteed in life, however. This guy has a 1/3 chance of doing nothing on the first round, so you may not get hit if you get this horribly unlucky with Phoenix Down connecting. I get excited because the first one hit the first try, but here's where the game is trying to get back at me. And with this encounter we also get a level 15 for everybody. So that is very nice indeed. And now we go into this door for the save point room. This doesn't advance the danger rate, so you can make a safety save if you so desire. And then we need 14 steps before going outside once again. So what I like to do is touch the wall on the right here and then do a walking cycle around these walls. Just do a donut shape, and that's enough for Dragon Valley. Oh yeah, there is a backup if you don't want to look specifically for a single zombie dragon. You can also get this next encounter. Yeah, this is what I am looking for. Zombie dragon, a poison eagle, and a drippy. This encounter is worse for grinding because the poison eagle and the drippy are faster than your party, and you have to kill them with Giltos, so they will get to Hiryu before they die. But the modus operandi is similar. Use spam Phoenix Downs until they connect on zombie dragon, and try to use Giltos as soon as the opportunity appears. Rest in peace, Barts. If you have to do this, I would recommend healing up, of course, so that these snares cannot destroy your party. But it is more problematic because you have also less chances of casting Giltos, casting Phoenix Downs, because Giltos gets in the way with this strategy as well. But this is also a fair game. You can use that for this Dragon Fangs if you find this instead of the single zombie dragon. But besides that, it's just defeating the boss. Yeah, we don't even do a job setup here. Okay. So here we go, the Dragon Pod. There's a little cinematic where it looks like a Faris and Lena get poisoned, but it's just a cute cutscene, nothing actually happens for the battle. And this guy is more challenging than anything ever before, because you need 4 Giltoses to kill instead of a couple. But besides the fact, just be careful to select your Giltoses properly and defeat the Hiryu Plant. The thing about this boss is that he summons these little flowers to deal a bunch of status ailments to you, but they barely have any health, so Giltos is more than enough to kill them. And the Dragon Pod does nothing but summon them and just have his minions do his job for him. You could kill this guy with Dead Cheese because he lacks a heavy flag, so you could use Let me think. There are enemies that can release insta-death, so you could catch something on the way here and release it to kill Hiryu Plant without spamming Guild Toss, but first off, most of the releases that use spells have to deal with magic accuracy, so you have a chance of missing the thing anyway, and that will be bad. And it's inconsistent, so not useful for the speedrun, and we want to work on Samurai AP for everybody, and mix as well, so it's just easier to use Guild Toss. Another example of not a clearly efficient strategy for the battle, but it's still better for the round because we save menus, so it works out. Before leaving this area, you have to be at 28 out of 30 AP for parts and fairies, as well as hitting level 15 for everybody. That is your minimum. So get that done, and now we can use our brand new exit spell to get out of here. Because normally you would have to backtrack through the entire dungeon, but we can just use exit to leave this place instantly. So, leaving Dragon Valley, we have to be at 96 total steps.